Goosebumps, man. Goosebumps. We're finally going to get the champion of 2023. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the DNVR Nuggets Serbian Corner's Trivia Game Show 2023 Grand Finale. My name is Miroslav, and before I introduce my contestants for today, I wanted to comment for a brief second on the Dame trade. First of all, kudos to Milwaukee. They turned Jrue Holiday, Grayson Allen, a first-round pick and a pick swap into the best offensive teammate Giannis has ever had. Their offense should become a lot more dynamic if Giannis is willing to take a lesser offensive role, which he very well might have to, since he'll have much more to do on the other side contesting shots after blow-bys next to Dame. Overall, I think this was a surefire net positive for the Bucks, who are now probably the runaway favorites to get out of the Eastern Conference. Portland did a pretty good job too. They probably known that they wouldn't get much more for than Ayton, a first round of some sort, and a flippable Jrue Holiday for Dame. On the plus side, they got rid of Nurkic's contract, since he probably wasn't too fun to have around during the extended summer. As for our friends in Arizona, they learned you probably won't get a lot for a guy who wasn't very motivated to play well for you and was hated by his previous coach and some other people in the organization too. The Suns got Grayson Allen, who is a good rotation piece for the regular season, but on the downside, well, look at the plus side of the Portland side of the deal, Jusuf Nurkić. To summarize, an Eastern good team became better, a Western good team became weirder, and Portland is not a team to worry about in the near future. Okay, that's enough mean comments from me. Let's get down to business. Our first contestant is the first ever Trivia Game Show champion. He is an actor, a director, a producer, a comedian, a Juancho Hernan Gomez aficionado, and a Daryl Arthur expert. Calling from the Mountain Time Zone, it's Andy A-Money Juett. Welcome, Andy.
Hey, Miroslav. How you doing? Thanks for having me. We squeezed it in right after a Buffs game that was exciting, and I appreciate you for having me.
Now that you mentioned the Buffs game, now they're 3-2, right? After this fifth game. So should we expect the hype around Coach Prime to extend even with the not amazing results he has right now, or is it completely not related to the score?
Yeah, I think you can take a page from something that's in town already, which is the Broncos. And Sean Payton came in and tried to turn it around, and is not able to do that as quickly because the NFL is not as nimble of a quick pace change environment, business-wise or personnel-wise. But in college, I think the hype train will continue because his personality is a 30-plus year, personality that endures, but also because he actually is a good coach. He actually is a cool dude. He has cool family members that are representing and playing extremely well. So I think it'll continue. Like, them going 8-4 this season is ludicrous. They were like 1-12 last year. They were the worst program of 255 teams. So, with 2 wins, with the playoff system, they could get into the thing if they win all their games, just because people will want to see it. But if they lose one more game, they won't. But they're still right there. They've played a lot of their tough schedule, and I think he'll still be a topic.
Excellent. Let's get to our second contestant. He is the only 2-time Trivia Game Show champion so far. He is everybody's favorite Nuggets Twitter account, but also a Marcus Howard specialist and a Wilson Chandler maestro. Calling from the Eastern Time Zone, it's Wade. What's up?
Hey guys, thanks for having me. I feel like I'm a co-host at this point, so good to be back and ready to
You
be
are
crowned
kidding.
as the champion for good.
You are kidding, but this is your fourth consecutive show. So basically, at this point, I need to put you on the logo as well. It's just the way the show the showbiz works. Okay, let's get our last contestant for today. He is Santa Claus's biggest helper, and I don't mean that figuratively. He is like 6'7". He is also a comedian, a former host of the Nuggets Serbia podcast. He's nowadays known as the deserted island guy, calling from Central European time zone. It's Miroslav Ice Cave Guy Chuk. Welcome.
Hello, guys. I would like to introduce a new style of doing podcast while laying down. I don't know why nobody think of that before, because it's amazing.
It feels amazing, right?
Yes, and I'm in the mountainous area of Croatia. I have a tour this week, and I'm in the national park, so my internet is a little bit bad. So if you lose me, that you know it's because of the bad signal.
Yeah. The hotel Wi-Fi is never the best possible idea. Luckily, you're not using that one, but we'll see. We'll see for how long you'll endure, guys. I just wanted, before we get to our one semi-serious question of the day, I just wanted to feel you. Give me your like biggest takeaway from the day
Please.
trade.
I'm trying to quit.
Yeah, we're so about the Dame trade. So you can talk about the Portland side, the Milwaukee side, the Phoenix side. What's going to happen with Jrue Holiday? Whatever you want to speak about. Just give me a couple of minutes of your thoughts. Let's start with Andy.
I would just say that it is kind of cool. Like in the ideal situation, a 3-team trade, sometimes like it always feels like one team ate shit on the trade. And I feel like if everything works for everybody the way that their front offices want, everyone kind of like got some great stuff in the trade and filled some great needs. Do I think Milwaukee is sum total better? I don't know, man, because here's the thing. Of course, like a 2-man game of Damian Lillard and Giannis is ridiculous, but what you're making in offense, I mean, their offense wasn't really the problem. They need, when Jrue Holiday is locking people down and, everybody else is playing hard, Bobby Portis when he's in the playoffs, basketball and all those types of things. Like, I don't know if the Bucks are better or not. As a fan, it's cool because like, let's see this weird fantasy combo. It's dope. I also think I'm happy for DeAndre Ayton that he's in Portland. I don't really know what to think of him because everybody wants him out so bad. It's like, I don't know, but I'm glad he's somewhere else. He looked so happy in that welcome video when he walked into the locker room with not Tumani Kamara. Was it him? Yeah. Anyway, and then the Nurkić on the Suns is a big who cares. It's a big who cares. So I think the Suns got depth, which is cool. They're much deeper. Like they were a skeleton with a bunch of superstars, and now they've got like solidness, kind of like the Lakers solidness. But will they play together if 3 of our bench players kill it? I don't think. If 3 of our bench players show up, we win 2 more years at least.
So wait, Dame wanted to come to your neighborhood and play for Miami, but instead he's gone to Wisconsin. So those cheese curds must be really, really good, right?
Yeah, I guess so. It kind of sucks he didn't come down this way because I would have been at a lot more Heat games this year. But Milwaukee, I mean, they are more scary offensively. A problem for them in the playoffs is scoring in crunch time. And as Nuggets fans, we've seen what Damian Lillard has done in crunch time games against us, although his teammates kind of let him down when he needed them the most. But it's an interesting trade. I'm happy he's in the Eastern Conference now. So if Milwaukee makes it to the finals, that'll be the only time Denver has to worry about them by chance. But as far as Phoenix goes, I mean, I just, with every move they make, I just get like, it brings me joy. Like, it's just like I get a little chuckle, and because, Bobo's Defensive Player of the Year candidate all of a sudden. And, Nurkić is the, Jokic answer all of a sudden. And we've seen how that's we have data on that already. So it just seems like like they're playing 2K with an actual roster. So it's just fun to see.
I mean, if you have both of Bol and Keita Bates Diop, I mean, you must be championship favorites, right?
Oh, you mean KDP BB? That's the biggest duo in the league.
They actually have pretty big plans with these two guys. Mitzi, what are your feelings about the trade?
So I don't believe in this trade because I remember many experts and insiders saying that Lillard will not suit up for any other team than Miami Heat. So they are encouraging other teams not to trade for him. So I'm still waiting for the tweet saying that Lillard will not wear Bucks jersey, that he's still waiting to be traded to the Heat. So shout out to all the NBA insiders who know everything until something different happens, and then they tell us how it happened.
I mean, it was reported, so it must be true, right?
Yeah. So on the other side, I'm going to USA for the first time this November. I will be in Miami for a few days, and I bought tickets for Miami Heat versus Milwaukee Bucks. It will be the in-season tournament game, and in any way, I would see Lillard playing. So I thought it would be for the Heat, but he will be playing for the Bucks. So it will be a good game, and I caught a good price, because now when the Lillard is there, I'm sure the prices of the tickets went up. And shout out to SeatGeek. Like I've been hearing about them on Zach Lowe podcast for like 10 years, and first time I'm now their consumer. So I'm happy. I'm listening to so much American podcasts, and then I hear commercials for the stuff that I never use. So okay, yeah.
Hey, wait, Adam wants to know what's going on with Mitzi's angle. Adam, what's happening is the future of podcasting, okay? Next time I'm going to be in stirrups with my legs up. Wade is going to be in a sex swing. Mitzi's changing the face of posture at DNVR.
Yeah. Adam is just jealous because he didn't think of this before you. So
Adam,
what you gonna do, Adam? I mean, there's still time for you. You're young. You'll figure it out the way Mitzi does. Okay, it is time for our semi-serious question for today. So, give me one non-starter, non-Christian Brown guy whose giant leap this season would benefit the Nuggets the most short-term and long-term, and it can be two different guys if you choose to go that way. So let's start with Andy. Whose leap would you consider, the most?
Yeah. Impactful. Yeah. Short. I'm going to choose a short and long-term guy that's super obvious, and we've talked about this more than once, as have a lot of people. But short and long-term, if Peyton Watson pans out, in the short term, he shows that he's steely and can do what Jeff Green does, but a little bit rawer. And, one or two other guys play during the playoffs, and obviously no one gets hurt, all those things. We got 8 or 9 guys in the short and long term. Peyton Watson's could be the James Worthy or the AC Green, or however you look at that, of this team. I'd say in the short term, one thing that's kind of an X factor for me is Justin Holiday. But I'd say my short and long-term real answer is Peyton Watson, but I'm very excited to see what Justin Holiday is going to do, both on the stream, fly fishing, and on the court.
Wade?
Yeah, my long-term answer would be Peyton Watson for sure. If things work out with him, kind of seems like he's a little ahead of schedule, based on the flashes we saw last year, and with, Bruce Brown departing and Jeff Green departing, that opens up a bigger role for him to slide into this year. Short term, it could be long term too. I kind of like the, booty ball with Pickett. I'm not a big believer in Reggie Jackson, based on what we saw the little time that he had, but maybe a training camp and getting, more reps with the team that can work out for him. And anybody playing next to Jokic and Murray, could look better. So, but if that doesn't work out, and that can be a trade piece to bring in somebody else, I'm looking forward to seeing what Pickett can do as the backup point guard. I think he's like NBA ready, as a steady second unit kind of guy. So that's my answer.
So Mitzi, if there's ever been a better devil's advocate than you, I haven't met him. I'm sure you will choose somebody else here.
So my answer would be Vlatko if he didn't get injured, because like we were all advocating for him to play over Jeff Green, and then we were thinking, okay, it's Vlatko season, but no, he breaks his Achilles or ACL, I forgot. ACL, yeah. So Vlatko is out. So maybe now it's Zeke time. Maybe it's Zeke time. It's like. It's now or never, I think, because we are still. He's not young anymore. Like we're waiting for him to come, but he's still not coming. So I hope he will be that force from the bench this season. And I didn't watch Summer League, but this random person that was in the comments, this Adam Mares, how do you pronounce that? Mares?
Adam Mares, I believe.
Mares.
like a horse, just like a horse. Rhymes with hair.
Hairs, yeah, Adam Mares. He was talking a lot about this Pickett guy, and I liked it because his description was, his comparison was to Andre Miller, and I'm a big Andre Miller fan, and I like his game, so I hope, and that kind of a player suits well with Jokic. They use more brain than other stuff, so my answer is Pickett. Now and for the future.
Yeah, I will zag a bit to you guys. First of all, you should have called me out for this dumb question because all of the guys are so unproven. We actually don't know what the leap is because there's no starting point for almost any of them. I mean, except for Reggie Jackson, I guess. One thing I think we're most afraid of from the bench is shooting. We don't know if we have enough shooting off the bench. I mean, you could get some good ball handling from Jamal if he's staggering, or even if from Reggie Jackson. But shooting might be a thing. So Julian Strother having a really, really good rookie season could actually remedy some of the stuff with our bench. We just don't know yet. I'm so looking forward to the preseason games. We're so gonna get more points of reference for analyzing in the future because I don't know how much you can do with the summer league. I mean, summer league is a pretty wild kind of experiment, basketball wise. So yeah, I will go with Julian Strother, even though he's not my favorite rookie of them all, but shout out City Fazio, who is always propping him. And I think that's actually really, really good choice. Okay, now it's time for our first commercial break. Don't go anywhere, and then we'll start with the real show. Okay. We are back with the Denver Nuggets Game Show Volume 5 or Grand Finale. This was the September. September was the month of game shows, and hopefully next year we'll also have a game show month in September. So the first game, just to loosen you guys up a bit, it's going to be an easy one. So I'll ask you a question that has 3 potential answers. And you will give me your best guess. You'll probably have to guess it. So I will ask you if a guy that I will mention made 0 3-point shots, 1 to 5 3-point shots, or 6 or more 3-point shots in his Nuggets career. So only while playing for the Nuggets. And we will start with our last show's champion, Mitzi, who will get the first question. And if he misses, then we'll go to Wade, and then we'll go to Andy, and then we'll just reverse the order for every next question. Okay, it's pretty simple. So I will give you a guy, and you will tell me if this guy made 0 3-point shots in his Nuggets career, 1 to 5 3-point shots, or 6 3-point shots. Okay, these are the just in case you.
And these
you forgot.
these are single game totals.
These are the totals for their entire Nuggets career.
Like their top number.
No. For the whole duration of their Nuggets career, total number of threes made.
Oh, got it. Wow, this is a weird category. Okay, now okay.
Yeah, I tend to go weird from the jump, and then we just get weirder as we go on. So, Mitzi, Kenneth Farid. How many 3-point shots did he made in his Nuggets career?
I don't know. Is it your internet or my internet? But you sound like Darth Vader.
It's your internet. I'm very confident. So, how many 3-point shots did Kenneth Farid make in his entire 7 seasons as a Nugget? 0, between 1 and 5, or 6 or more. You say 0? Okay, that is the wrong answer. Wade.
I'm going to go 1 to 5.
1 to 5 is correct. He actually made a grand total of 2 3-point shots in his 7 careers on the Denver Nuggets. And next question is for Wade. So, Wade. Thomas Welsh.
Thomas Welsh, I'm going to go with 6 or more.
6 or more is incorrect. Andy.
Okay, I know he's made at least one because we all have fun with it. And when Big Tom comes in and, you know, one of his three-pointers all time goes in. So I'm going to say B, 1 to 5.
That is correct. He has made 3 3-pointers.
Oh,
he attempted 7 and he made 3 of those. So that's pretty good. That's like 42%.
He should be in the 3-point contest next year.
Yes. Well,
he's not in the league, but
I'm pretty sure he is in the 3-point contest in the Taiwan. So he only had, 1 season on the Nuggets, made 3 3-pointers. So 1 more than 7 seasons of Kenneth Farid. Okay, Andy, now it's your question. So 1 point for Wade, 1 point for Andy. Andy, Yusuf Nurkić.
Oh man. Okay, like everything in my body says 0. I'm gonna just go with my first instinct, which is 0. I don't think he's ever hit the broadside of a barn, but I could be wrong.
You are correct.
Yes.
He has tried 6 3-point shots in his Nuggets career in his 2.5 seasons, and he's made 0 of those. So 2 points. By the way, that's pretty interesting since I think he's had I don't know how many 43-point shots made last season for Portland.
Yeah. So he stepped it up last year for sure.
Yeah. Maybe more.
He made 43 pointers.
I actually think more than 40. It was like a shot from the hip. I have to check that.
I was just thinking of him at that age. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he is shooting threes now. Okay, back to Mitzi. Mitzi, Richard Jefferson.
Wants to fight me.
Mitzi, you're muted.
Let's do a lip read. Can we get a big shot of him and then we'll just read his lips as a group?
You're not muted anymore, Mitzi. You can give us your answer.
6 or more. 6 or more.
6 or more is a really good guess. It's incorrect, but it would make sense. He was a perimeter shooter, so yeah. He didn't make 6 or more. Back to Wade.
I'm going to go with 1 to 5.
1 to 5 is correct. He has made 2 3-pointers in his last season as an NBA player, 2 of 7. So maybe that's one of the reasons why he's so mad at the Denver Nuggets nowadays. Okay, so 2 points for Wade, 2 points for Andy. Next question is for Wade. Jared Vanderbilt.
0.
0 is correct. He actually tried only one 3-point shot in his 1.5 seasons on the Nuggets, and he didn't make it. 3 points for Wade.
Yeah,
Back
I did not
Andy.
like his jump shot at all back then. So
Okay, now we are getting weird. Andy. Devon Akun Purcell.
Oh God. Well, I do remember he didn't play very many games. He has great hair. I went to his locker and saw it. I was like, "Hey, who's that hyphenated guy?" Before the season started or whatever it was. I'm gonna say it's either 0 or 1 to 5. I think it's not really giving anything away. I think I'm gonna go with 0.
0 is correct. He did try 4 3-point shots, but he didn't make any of them. And by the way, that was his only NBA season so far, like 4 years ago. So 3-3 in this game. And now we go back to Mitzi. Mitzi, we have 3 more questions, so you might get us to a three-way tie. Okay. Troy Daniels.
1 to 5.
1 to 5 is incorrect. Wade.
I'm out.
I'm gonna go six or more.
He actually made exactly 6 3-point shots out of 20 he tried in the bubble. Nuggets signed him just before the bubble, and he actually played some games for them in the regular season, those 8 games they had to do before the playoffs, like a ramp up. So he's actually a very prolific 3-point shooter. He's made many 3-point shots in his career. He was a effing Laker before he was on the Nuggets. So yeah, it was a close call, and you made it right. Okay, so now
Troy Daniels looked like he was like a smooth R&B like singer guy. He looked like he was so handsome. That dude could shoot threes and smile and just get into a Ferrari, make like, be a 12th man for like 5 years and just have a great life.
I'm sure that all of those things panned out for him, actually. So
Yes.
we are back to Andy. 2 more questions. 4 points for Wade, 3 points for Andy. Andy. Aforementioned Keita Bates Diop.
Oh God. Oh, KBP? KBP.
KBD.
Whoops, KBD. KBD. KBDBB. KD Bates Diop, Bol, the 2 game of the Phoenix Suns of the future. 1/2 KD Bates Diop. He made 1 to 5.
1 to 5 is correct. He's made 3 out of 9 tries before he became a soon-to-be superstar on the Suns. So extremely close. It's 4-4. Mitzi, you can leave this at the tie, or you can decide by not answer it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. This is Andy's. No. God damn it. How did I
Wait,
miss
how many
this?
total points have there been? I think we went through twice, so 3 times, right?
Yeah, it's 4-4. It's 4-4 right now. We have
So the
one
ninth
more
should be
question.
mine?
Yeah, the next one should be yours. I don't know how we.
I think the last one was supposed to be mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you might have skipped Wade and
Yeah, you skipped me.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you could
Yeah.
do
Okay.
Wade for not do
Yeah.
Wade.
What's fair is fair. Wade. Last question
Yes.
goes for you, and then Andy will get the second chance, just so he has a chance of getting this one. Okay.
We don't have to worry about that.
Damn you, Wade! I had the 9th spot.
RJ Hampton.
Ooh. I'm gonna go 1 to 5. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go 1 to 5 though.
He has made exactly
Wait,
5
don't
3-point.
Oh,
5
got it.
3-point shots. He was 5 of 18 before being traded for
Damn
Aaron
you, Wade!
Gordon.
I love it.
Dude, I got rocked on that positioning.
Okay, so
This is like
This
the
was
last
just-
time when Wade won and I won the movie game.
This was just for the warm-up, right? Now we start the real game.
Yeah, well, actually, we have 4 games. First 3 don't count. Only the last one counts. But we are ramping up to the last one because you always want to have the upper hand in the next game, so you have a better chance of winning the next one and the next one, and then finally, the guy that gets the first place in the last game might have an upper hand, or maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how the questions look like. Okay, time for our second break, and then we'll come back with the second game. Okay, we are back. So, next game. Next game is pretty interesting, but I decided to change the rules on the fly. So, there have been 7 guys on the Nuggets in the Jokic era that had at least 8 rebounds and 8 assists, at least 8 assists in a same single game at least twice. So 7 guys did it in these last 8 seasons, at least twice. So 8 plus rebounds and 8 plus assists in a single game. So I will not let you guess all 7 guys because 2 of them are pretty obvious. Nikola Jokic with 241 such games, and Andy Murray with 10 such games.
Andy Murray.
Sorry, Jamal Murray. It's pretty late here.
Jamal Murray's still on the board. Cool.
Yeah. Jamal Murray. Yeah. So Nikola Jokic had 241 such games, and Jamal Murray, not Andy, had 10 such games. I'm going to ask you to guess the rest of the list. So 5 guys, and each of them had exactly 2 such games. So 5 guys in the entire Jokic era. And since Wade won the first game, he will get the first crack at this list. So every guest name equals 1 point. No difference in points in this game. Okay, Wade.
Ah, man, this is pretty tough. After taking away the 2 obvious answers, I'm going to start with Gallinari.
Danilo Gallinari
Wow.
is not on the list.
Oh, wow.
That's surprising. That was a good guess.
Wow.
Okay, Wade, that's the first strike. Andy.
Yes. I'm going to go with Baltimore's favorite son, Mr. Big Thrill, Will Barton.
Will Barton is correct, Andy. That's the first point for you. Will Barton had 2 games with 8 plus rebounds and 8 plus assists. Mitzi. 4 more names.
AG, Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon did not do this twice. I'm pretty sure he did it once, but he's not on this list because he didn't do it twice. So that's the first strike for Mitzi. Wade.
See, now that I got my first one wrong, I'm already like, now I'm second guessing myself. Like that's actually pretty hard to do. I'm going to go with Monte Morris.
Monte Morris is correct.
Great guess.
He actually did it twice, and it makes sense. He's a point guard.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hard for him to get to the 8 assists. Okay, next up, Andy. 3 more guys.
Hopefully this isn't too much of a reach, but we'll find out momentarily. I would say Mason Plumlee.
Mason Plumlee is correct, Andy. Second point for you. He actually also did it twice. Mitzi, 2 more names.
Paul Millsap.
Paul Millsap did not do that twice.
Oh,
Not sure if he done it once, but he didn't do it twice. So that's the second strike for Mitzi. Wade.
Yeah, I'm definitely reaching on this one, but I'm going to go with Facundo Campazzo.
Yes, that's correct. Facundo Campazzo did it twice
Yes.
in his 2 seasons
God.
with the Denver
Always
Nuggets.
believed in him.
La Termita, the termite is what I called him.
So the guy is 5'6", and he did this twice. He had 8+ rebounds. Kudos to him. Kudos
love
to our
it.
tiny king. So Andy, if you guess the last name, you're winning the game. But if not, we'll see.
Yeah. 8 rebounds and 8 assists. Like, there's players that I want to say that I know are a bad idea. They're bait choices. I'm gonna go with. Oh man, the 8 assists is really the X factor because who else? I'm gonna go with. Maybe like there's twice though.
Twice.
I'm gonna go with Malik Beasley.
Malik Beasley is incorrect. That's
Yeah,
your
I didn't-
first strike.
Yeah.
Mitzi.
Let's see. Everybody's going with guards, and I'm going with the bigs. So let's see. Let's go to an old guard. His nickname is Gary Harris.
Oh yeah, duh. That was. The
Oh,
worst.
you mean Gary Harris. Harris.
Yes.
That's a good guess, but that is incorrect. That's your third strike. Gary Harris did not do that twice. Wade for the win.
Yeah, since we're sticking with guards, I'm going to go with Emmanuel Mudiay for the win.
That is your second strike, Andy. You only have 1 strike.
Okay. I'm sure this is wrong, but I'll say Torrey Craig.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing so hard.
Well,
That
you're
is your
laughing at the concept that he would have 8 assists ever,
I guess so.
which is completely fair. But I just figured he had a couple games where he went off, and you were like, "Wow."
I mean, I've been trashing Torrey Craig
I think I
too much.
just thought of.
But
who it
you
is.
will have to wait for Wade's turn first.
Okay, yep.
Because Mitzi has 3 strikes. Wade, you have another shot.
I think I just thought of who it is.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to say Jameer Nelson.
That is correct, Wade. I cannot believe another win for you.
Oh my God!
Jameer Nelson is correct. He did this feat twice.
Jameer
Yeah.
Nelson.
Jameer Nelson.
There wasn't too many more point guards to choose from. I'm like, all right, who else played point guards for the Nuggets?
It's like it's probably not Emmanuel Mudiay. I don't know. Yeah, so that was excellent, and yes, Wade wins the second game as well, and his grand prize for this is starting first in our third game, which is a pretty nasty one, and it is called. So this is the whole list. You can see this spread of games between these 7 guys. So yeah, I guess Nikola Jokic dominates this list. And the next game is, can I have your full name, sir/madam? Okay, Wade, I'm not sure how happy you are about getting the first crack of this game, but let's see. First of all,
I'm 0 for 9 in this game. I haven't gotten a single one, so
I actually have to give a shout out right now because the first question was made by Barry Nice. He sent this question to me via the Twitter DM. So thank you, Barry, for this. So, Wade. Oh, should I explain what this game is? I guess.
Yes, you're
probably
really
should.
amazing at recapping the instructions, and I
Yeah.
love it. Now there's
for the
visuals,
listeners.
and it's amazing.
Yeah, but I need to do it because somebody might watch this show for the first time. So, we're going to make up some 3-part full names by combining 2 persons' names, where the last name of the first person is the same or sounds like the first name of the second person. So I'm going to give you a maximum of 3 clues for both persons. And to understand the game better, here's an example. The first person is the guy who hit the side of the backboard in the clutch against the Nuggets. And the second guy used to be a lead singer in the pop group called Wham. So your question or your answer will be Paul, George, Michael. Okay, you're all veterans of this game, so we shouldn't go too long here. So, Wade, first clue. The first person was born in 1947 in Brooklyn, New York. The second person is a former Nugget.
So all we have is the date of birth so far. That's it.
Actually, not the date, just the year.
Oh, just the year. Yeah,
1947,
47.
Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass for now.
Mitzi?
I don't know who was born in Brooklyn in 47. I know all the people born in 48, but unfortunately I skipped 47. So I will skip also.
Smart. Andy, any ideas?
No, I don't.
Smart.
I don't have any ideas.
Smart. Okay. Wait, second clue. The first person's father, Mortimer, had a nickname Morty. This is so weird, guys. Okay. The second person played for NC State College and had only one dunk in his college career, which was disallowed by a technical foul.
Oh. Whose turn is it?
It's Wade. So the first person's father, Mortimer, had a nickname, Morty, and the second person played for NC State College and had only one dunk in his college career, which was disallowed by a technical foul.
Yeah, I know an NC State guy that played for the Nuggets, but based on his height, I want to hope that he had more than one dunk. So I'm going to pass again because I'm not sure who else is from NC State. So I'm going to pass.
Mitzi?
NC State. What is NC State?
North Carolina State. It's the university.
North Carolina, yeah.
Is that where Michael Jordan played?
No, he played at North Carolina, not North Carolina State.
Without
Two
the
different
state.
ones.
Yeah, without the state.
Yeah, I'm out.
Andy?
I hope this is right. It's the only person that immediately jumps to my mind when you say NC State. And I think I figured out the first half. So I'm going to go with Mr. 28 seasons of Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry David Thompson.
That is correct. That is correct. Larry David Thompson. Fun fact.
Woo!
David Thompson played in an era of college basketball.
Dunking. Wow.
Where there was the Lou Alcindor rule, no dunking allowed.
That's insane.
So he could not dunk. He did have one, runaway dunk, and it was disallowed because it wasn't legal. So
cool.
Yeah, and funny thing here is Mort, Larry David's father. They used that name for Jerry Seinfeld's father in the Seinfeld TV show. So there's a lot of such Easter eggs in Seinfeld. And the last clue, in case you didn't get this one, the first person was used as an inspiration for the character of George Costanza in the sitcom Seinfeld. And the second person was a 4-time NBA All-Star, 3 times as a Nugget. Okay.
Yeah, that dunk thing threw me off.
Andy, first point for Andy, and now we are going to Mitzi. Mitzi. Oh, God. First clue for you. The first person was born on August 15, 1990, 1990, in Indian Hills, Kentucky. The second person is a former NBA assistant coach for the Vancouver Grizzlies, New Jersey Nets, Boston Celtics, and Brooklyn Nets. So I think it's important to note the names of these teams because some of these teams do not exist anymore. So Vancouver Grizzlies, New Jersey Nets, Boston Celtics, and Brooklyn Nets. And the first person was born in 1990 in Indian Hills, Kentucky.
Great. Who's the former Nuggets?
I
There's
did
no
not
former
mention.
Nuggets.
I did not mention there was a former Nuggets so far.
I will skip.
Okay, Andy,
I'm going to skip as well. I'm going to wait.
Wade.
Yeah, you know, I'm skipping if they're skipping.
Okay. Second clue hopefully will make it a tiny bit easier. So Mitzi, the first person who was born in 1990 in Indian Hills, Kentucky, acted in 33 movies so far. The second person, who was an NBA assistant coach for all of those teams I mentioned, was an NBA head coach for 5 seasons on New Jersey Nets and 2 seasons on the Detroit Pistons.
Oh, man.
So 5 seasons for New Jersey Nets
Yes.
and 2 for Detroit Pistons.
Yes.
And what was the first guy or person?
First person acted in 33 movies so far and was born in 1990 in Indian Hills, Kentucky.
When I hear Indian Hills, I'm thinking about India in Asia. Does Bollywood count? Never mind, I'm skipping. Still don't have enough info.
Andy, any ideas?
I do have some ideas, but I'm going to skip. I just want to keep the audio people happy, and we'll skip it.
Wade?
Just to clarify, he's roughly 33 years old and has played in 33 movies.
That is very, very deductive.
That's a lot of movies for a 33-year-old.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pass for now, but yeah, I'm gonna pass for now.
Okay. Third and final clue. Mitzi. The first person won an Oscar for best performance by an actress in a leading role in a 2013 movie called The Silver Linings Playbook. The second person is a current president of basketball operations for the Los Angeles Clippers, who famously brought Kawhi Leonard and the star of this game, Paul George, to that franchise so that they could be overrated for 5 straight seasons.
I think that.
Mitzi, you're muted.
I know. I'm out of words. Is this the final clue?
Yeah.
I don't know. Mary Jerry West.
Love Mary Jerry.
Mary Jerry was awesome in all of those movies. Andy.
Well, Mitzi's got a wonderful Take That L on the Way Out t-shirt, which is apropos because I think the answer is Jennifer Lawrence Frank.
Jennifer Lawrence Frank is correct, and I'm so sorry for this, guys. This was really,
it was a rough
was really
one,
crazy.
but
It was a rough one.
I got to beat Wade in a game.
Wait, what is Jerry West then? Is he GM of the Clippers?
No, he's like I think he's still over there, like a senior advisor or something like that. But,
Almost.
Lawrence Frank is there for pretty long time. Yes. We actually have one more if you want to play just to humor me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just to,
By the way, I didn't have a single right answer in this game today, in any game today. So.
yes, but
But
you're
that
saving
means-
your energy for the last
Yeah.
game, right?
My luck.
This is confirmation that last week was rigged.
Dude, the
Th-
Lawrence
this-
Frank part of that was
this
so
is-
rough. Like the Jennifer Lawrence, super accessible. Lawrence Frank, oh man, that was. I'm from Detroit and didn't remember he coached the Pistons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted
I
to
mean,
erase
those clues were pretty crazy. So I'm sorry about that. Okay, last question in this game, and Andy starts. Okay. So the first person is a part of the NBA's 75th anniversary team, like top 75 guys of the NBA's first 75 years. The second person was born in 1954 in Kapuskasing, Ontario, Canada. So very important. 1954 in Kapuskasing, Ontario, Canada.
Okay. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
I'm gonna pass, but I have a line on who I think the Canadians are gonna be or could be, but I'm gonna just stow that away and explain it later.
Okay, wait. Any ideas?
None at all. So I'm gonna pass.
Mitzi?
I will just go with Carmelo Anthony Hopkins, and one day I will guess.
That's such a good one. Well done.
Yes. Okay, that is not correct, by the way. So second clue for Andy again. The first person won the bronze medal in the 2004 Olympic Games.
Okay.
I'm not saying for which team.
Mm-hmm. Oh, spoiler.
The second person was hired to write Rambo First Blood Part 2, but his script was later rewritten by Sylvester Stallone.
Whoa. That was a loop.
So one guy is a top 75 player according to NBA in the NBA history and won the bronze medal in 2004 Olympic Games. The second guy was born in 1954 in Ontario, Canada, and wrote the script for Rambo First Blood Part 2, but his script was rewritten by Sylvester Stallone.
Is it my guess?
Yes.
I'm going to take a guess, and I think I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to go out on a limb like Mitzi did. I'm going to say LeBron James Cameron.
Oh, that's amazing, man. That's
Is that
amazing.
right?
That is correct. That is correct. James Cameron wrote a script for Rambo First Blood Part 2, which is the best movie title in the history of movies. First Blood Part 2. Amazing.
I thought it was going to be a like a John Candy or a Canadian comedian of that age because they would be like 76 or something right now. But you have once again rewritten the rules and delivered gold, Miro. Thank you.
Yes, excellent pick. All 3 points go to Andy, and I actually have a tiebreaker you will never hear. I had it from the game, from the first show, and it will never see the light of day, unfortunately. So it is time for our last break. Don't go anywhere, and we will get our 2023 Trivia Game Show champion of the Denver Nuggets in the next game. Don't go anywhere. Okay, last game. Let me show it on the screen. And since this is the game that will actually decide who is the champion for this year, I had to put something grand into it. So the Denver Nuggets are part of the NBA circus for the last 47, 48 years, however many. But there have been only 9 guys in the NBA history of Denver Nuggets who averaged 20 or more points per game in a single regular season at least twice. So only 9 guys did it at least twice, averaging 20 plus points for a full season, for a full regular season in the 47 years of Denver Nuggets. So since Andy won the last game, he will start this one. And if you guess a guy that did it the most times, you will get 9 points. If you get the guy that only did it, 2 times, you will actually get like 3 points because there were some ties here.
Okay. I think I have the guy who did it the most because he's one of the most prolific scorers of all time. I'm going to go with Alex English.
Alex English did this feature 10 times in the Nuggets jersey. 10 times he averaged at least 20 points, and that's 9 points for Andy. Good start. Wade.
I'm going to go with another prolific scorer, and the reason why I became a Nuggets fan, Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony did this 8 times, so this is 8 points for you. 9 points for Andy, 8 points for Wade. Mitzi, time for your first correct answer on this show. You're muted. Still muted.
We can't hear you.
Sorry. I'm thinking about the old guys who are, but I'm not sure what were the averages. But let's go. Fat Lever.
Fat Lever did not average 20 points
God damn it.
in his Nuggets career. First strike for Mitzi. Andy.
I'm going to take him off the board because I think I have a couple other ones off the top, but this one is the easiest. I'm going to say Nikola Jokic.
Nikola Jokic only did it 4 times by now. So he is 5th on this list, and you get 5 points, Andy. Wade.
Let's go with the guy that I didn't guess earlier as part of the full name game, but David Thompson.
David Thompson did it 5 times. That's 6 points for Wade. We're still missing the guy that's number 3 on this list. And then some guys lower. Mitzi.
Skywalker.
Yeah, that was Wade's guess, yeah.
That was Thompson. Okay, so that's all the old guys I know. Let's remember that. Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson is on the list. He did it twice. There are 3 guys that did it twice, so you're getting 3 points for this guess. Back to Andy. We still have 4 guys to guess.
I hope you'll accept my answer because he had 2 names, I think. I think he was the second name I'm going to say. But Chris Jackson, who became Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Yes, and I have to say, this is the biggest surprise to me. Chris Jackson, neither Chris Jackson nor Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf did this twice in the Nuggets jersey. So this is the first strike for Andy. Wade.
That was actually my next guess. So now I'm thinking. Who is that one guy? He was part of the game that we played last week that I didn't know, but he has some pretty cool stat lines. I wonder if he was averaging 20 a game or not. What about Kiki? Is he on there?
Kiki is on the list. He did it 3 times.
Damn it.
That's 4 points.
There we go. There we go.
Wade. So, Mitzi, it's your turn, and I'm trying to... yes,
Antonio McDyess.
That's correct. Antonio McDyess did it twice. another 3 points for Mitzi. That was a pretty big surprise to me, I have to say. Antonio McDyess did it twice in the Nuggets uniform. Back to you, Andy. So 2 more guys on the list.
I'm going to say Andre Miller.
Andre Miller is your second strike. He is not on the list. Wade, if you guess another guy, you're locking this down.
Oh man, 47 years. I was looking at the top scoring list because I was looking at the snubs for the top 75 list for Alex English. And there was another guy on there that played for the Nuggets. Like his name is like escaping me. Is it Dan? First Dan? Is there a Dan on there? Dan. What's his last? Is it Issel? Dan Issel?
Dan Issel is correct. Dan Issel.
He's on there? Okay, cool. There we go.
On the list.
Because he scored like 25,000 points, but it was like ABA and NBA. So I was wondering if he did that for the Nuggets or not. But
he did it for the Nuggets 6 times.
There we go.
So Mitzi, one more guy on the list. It's a pretty obvious one, guys.
Nicholas Skitishvili.
No.
It was between him and Nick Young. Who could be?
He would need to qualify for the season, by the way. So it cannot be the guy that appeared in 4 games and scored 20 apiece. So it's not Nick Young.
I don't know. Did Jamal do it twice? Did he did it twice?
Is that your answer?
Yes.
Jamal Murray is correct. Yes, he did it twice. Another 3 points for Mitzi. This game was awesome. And I guess you already know it. Wade is the winner. He has 25 points. Andy has 19 points.
That's how you do it.
And Mitzi has 9. So actually, guys, I don't know what you expected from this game. Wade is he lost last week probably because I asked him to lose, because I said, please give me a third winner. I'm just kidding. Awesome performance by all of you guys. And before we go, do you want something to plug? And I don't mean the electric cable to plug, but just like something to promote.
Yes, I'd like to plug that Dan Issel's nickname was the Horse. And also, many people think of John Elway, but Dan Issel was the Horse. And I'd like to plug me and Mitzi's joint tweet T-shirt company, inspired by the Damian Lillard trade. It will be a T-shirt that Mitzi and I are selling both from Croatia, Serbia, and the United States. And the shirt will say, "Welcome to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Kumpo." So I'd like to have people keep their eyes peeled for that.
Yeah, we actually all of us watched that cooperation grow, like that collab between the two of you. It was amazing, a thing of beauty to watch. Mitzi, something to promote from your side? Maybe Plitvička jezera?
I wouldn't. Okay. So Croatia is growing in popularity among American tourists, and I'm a tour guide, tour operator, driver, everything. So come to Croatia. I will show you around, especially if you're a Nuggets. If you're a Lakers fan, please stay in USA. Thank you.
Wade, how does it feel to be the undisputed champion of the 2023 game?
This feels amazing. It's been a great summer for me. Nuggets championship, got married. Now I'm the champion of the trivia game for the Serbian Corner. So you couldn't script it any better. I think I went 3-1.
Admit that this is your highest achievement this year.
Oh yeah, this is at the top. This is number one for me. All those years on Basketball Reference finally paying off for me. I love it.
Wade is like the Nuggets from this year that won the championship, and I'm like the Nuggets that got stomped by the Warriors and only had Facu and Austin Rivers.
And I'm like Nuggets before Carmelo Anthony was drafted.
Yeah, I don't have
like
anything.
The Nuggets with Eduardo Nahara.
Thank you guys for being awesome throughout this month. There were actually so many contestants, like a total of 8 guys in this show. But you need to be selected among the top 8 and then to get to the final show and get the win. So as for you, our dear listener, thank you for being with us for the game show September. We are getting back to our normal program starting next week. Give us a like on your way out. And remember, Nurk will be back in town on December 2nd. Make sure you give him a warm welcome. Idemo Nuggets.
Boom.